11% of people are checking their phone during a funeral, which is just totally...
I don't think that's that big deal. There's a lot of downtime in a funeral. There's a lot of downtime in a funeral. When's the last time you went to a funeral?
I've not been to a funeral since 95. My grandma's funeral.
So, I mean, if you went to, and I know there's been funerals you could have gone to, I'm sure that you've known someone, even if it was, and we had people here that have passed, you could have gone to those funerals, just like I could have gone.
What are you talking about?
Well, they were salespeople that died, and we didn't end up going to those funerals because we didn't know them all that well. I don't go to a
funeral if I'm not invited.
Some people feel, everyone's invited to a funeral. They don't send an invitation, Chef.
Yeah, but
it's in the paper and you go. You don't
in
have
order for me to go to a funeral, I would have to be asked by a member of the immediate family of the deceased to show up.
And that's not how it works.
That's how it works for me.
No, that's not how it works for anyone.
I don't like to go to funerals.
No one says, "Will you please come to the funeral?" I mean, that's crazy.
Or if they say, "Are you going to come to the funeral?" Then if they say, "Are you going to come to the funeral?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Okay. So there's all kinds of different ways to have a funeral, but if you're going to have something inside, you come in, you sit down, you have to wait for everybody to come in and sit down, and then everybody has to get settled before they start. Plenty of time to look at your phone. Mm-hmm. The people are up there talking. Maybe you don't know the story. You look at your phone. But you want to make sure that you do it discreetly. You don't want to be obvious, and you don't want any loud noises coming from your phone. It happens. So to me, looking at the phone during a funeral can be a nice escape.
If you get caught, though,
if you get caught by who? Who's catching you? The person next to you?
Anybody at the funeral could look over, see you're looking at the phone, and then think that is that's a no-no. Okay,
that's disrespectful to the person that's dead. That we're all talking about.
The most disrespectful. Now, like you say, I have not been to a funeral in the texting era, okay? So I don't know. Maybe it is widely acceptable, but 11% of people say that they have done this. Now, conversely, 7% say that they have checked it while having intercourse, while in sexual relations. Now, this brings up the question, which is worse? Checking it at a funeral or checking it during sex? Which one do you think is worse?
Well, sex. I mean, you're having sex. You need to be focused on what you're doing. If you're on your phone, okay. If your wife picks up a phone while you're doing something, it's like, okay, I'm sorry. Is this boring you? Would you rather be on your phone? No. That would be very insulting to me. If someone picked up their phone while we're in the act.
You think about it. Sex is the most intimate that you could get with somebody. Okay, that is the most intimate thing that you could do.
Derek writes in, if she checks her phone during sex, you're doing something wrong. I agree with that.
True. I understand that. But I'm saying that it should be understood. You're having sex theoretically with somebody that you love, and sometimes you have to be efficient with your time, and maybe you need to check the phone for an important phone call or something along those lines, or maybe just because you're getting bored. I don't know. I
think you need to spice up your sex life because I don't think anybody texts during sex.
Well, I'm not saying that we do. We don't. I mean, nobody does.
Well, but you seem to think that it's normal and it's okay. And as a matter of fact, people do it. I don't think people do.
Given the company that you're in, okay, given the company that you are in a funeral, you are there to pay literally respects to somebody.
Yeah, you showed up. You're there.
You are not paying respects if you are checking your Facebook feed or tweeting, okay? Whereas sex is something that's normal. It's every day. People have it all the time.
You have sex every day?
No, I said all the time, but it's every day. People in this country or across the globe are having sex on a daily basis. I guarantee you've had sex more in the last year than you've gone to funerals in the last year, correct?
Oh, God, I hope so.
Yes. Okay.
That would be very sad otherwise.
So it is more run-of-the-mill to have sexual relations than it is to attend a funeral.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big a deal. But I mean, if you want to do the right thing, you probably don't even bring your phone into the funeral. You leave it in the car where it's not going to be distracting you or anyone else.
So you agree then that sex is that using a phone during a funeral is worse than using the phone during sex?
No. I still think using a phone during sex means you're doing something wrong. There's something wrong here. You should be having sex.
Would you be more mad at your wife?
Yes.
For having used the phone while having relations with you as opposed to at a funeral for a loved one?
I'd be very offended. I'm very offended. I'm already offended. I look at her all the time on the other side of the couch. I'm like, oh, What, you on your phone again? What? I'm
Your
talking
mom's-
to her, and she's not listening because she's on her phone.
There will be a time,
Looking at Pinterest or something.
more than likely, that your mom will pass before you do. You go to your mom's funeral. She uses the phone at your mom's funeral, or she uses the phone during sex with you. Which one are you going to be more mad at?
This is so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous because it probably won't happen in either, but let's say it happens in both.
Okay.
Which one are you more mad at?
It's still going to be the sex because
Really?
yes. I'm not going to judge her because she's at this funeral funerals go hours now. It's not only just about going inside and then you can do the graveside and then you got to go to the reception afterwards where everybody's hanging
Yeah,
out.
because you're paying respects to somebody's legacy on the planet.
The only time I check my
Listen.
phone is when I'm bored. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I'll see if anybody's doing anything interesting there.
I am going to be of the mindset that I'm not going to check my phone during either. But also, I don't check my phone when the text message goes off. So I'm the bad person to be asking on this one because I believe that checking the phone should be done by appointment at the end of the day, and I'll catch up on all the correspondence that people need to get with me. But there are people, and I totally understand it, that you're one of them, that once that phone goes bling. Oh, has this happened to you during sex? Where your phone as you've gotten a text message
Oh, I'm sure it has.
and you've heard it.
Yeah.
And do you stop what you're...
No.
Okay.
No. I'm
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
That message will be there when I'm done.
Right.
In 2 minutes.
Exactly. That's how I approach text messaging, period, whether I'm having sex or whether I'm eating a sandwich or I'm just sitting there watching TV. There are times when I hear my phone go bring and I got a little text message and I'm like, I don't really feel like looking at my phone right now. And I'll just continue watching my television show or eating my sandwich. Now, we got a gentleman on the line who texted in at 543-3693. And he said that he met a chick on one of these dating websites and she used the phone during sex.
He says he can use his name. It's Andy. Why don't you tell us exactly how it went down?
Well, so, kind of new to the area, so I got him to heard about this website, POF, Plenty of Fish. And so this girl from, the next town over, I shouldn't say the town, right, but but she came over, we had a bottle of wine, and we talked a little bit, and we ended up having sex, and it was good sex. I mean, broke out the little paddle board, spanked her a little bit, pulled her hair, had her in all kinds of different positions. Good time, it was great.
For a bottle of wine, a bottle of wine investment probably wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah, wait. Where did you get the wine from?
I got it from JJ's Market on top of the Mesa in the Arroyo Grande.
Okay, so what did we spend on that wine? Like $10?
You know what? It said 20, but when I rang it up, it was $12.99.
There you go. There you go. There you go. All right.
That's fine. That's okay. Hey, Jeremy's a snob when it comes to wine. He's thinking that that's like cheap. I don't think that's cheap.
I'm talking about the investment into the night. So, number one, Plenty of Fish is free, right?
Exactly.
So you got that for free.
Yeah, must have been on sale.
All right, $12.99, and then everything worked out. And then what happened? What went wrong?
Well, I don't think, I think she was just anxious to go to see someone else because I was in the bathroom and I had baby wipes. I was in the military for 8 years as an Army paratrooper, so I realized that you carry baby wipes and so you can do a little horse bath. So I'm in the bathroom, I'm doing a little horse bath, I'm cleaning up, and I look over and I see her grab her phone, and when she hit the screen to come up, it was on POF. She was literally still naked and checked her phone.
The sister is
She was
bugging.
looking for the next spanking for a $12 bottle of wine.
It's a skanky hoe.
That's kind of mean to say, but yeah.
Well,
it was
Was it early in the evening? I mean, did she still have plenty of time with Plenty of Fish?
actually it was an afternoon date, so it was basically. I picked her up at like 12 o'clock, and she had to go to work at 3. So, it was in the afternoon. So, I'm not quite sure what she was doing the rest of the afternoon.
Hold on a second. She had to go work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Man, if I was single, I would be
yeah.
on this Plenty of Fish right now. No, that's too sweet.
No. If I'm Andy, I would go get checked for some sort of STD.
Yes.
Obviously,
And then
this chick gets around.
Oh, man, don't scare me like that. Come on, guys.
I'm not trying to scare you at all. I'm just telling you what goes through my mind is,
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, she's already on to the next guy. But, I mean, all right.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
They should call it plenty of penicillin.
You've got herpes.
You know what? And I'm allergic to penicillin, too, so that'll just screw me even worse.
You're even, pardon the
Cipro.
pun, you're doubly screwed.
Oh, my God. Well, did you find somebody else?
Yes, I'm seeing someone in a long-term relationship
Oh, good.
now,
Very
actually,
good.
so everything worked out fine.
Well, thanks for calling in and sharing that story.
Hey, thanks for all the good music you guys play. I listen to you all the time.
All right, very cool, Andy. Have a good day, buddy. Merry Christmas.
And welcome to the
Hey,
area.
YouTuber.
Yeah, welcome to the area for sure. Plenty of penicillin.
I could not do dating website, actually. I just could not deal with that dynamic. Because, like, okay, when you go in to do the dating website, you'd be like, I'm just reading text messages.
Yeah, I know.
543-3693.
They're very distracting.
Thank you, Kevin. He says you could still keep it POF, but
It's plenty of effort. To do an F word. Isn't the date officially over after sex? Okay, what else is there? Like, he's in the bathroom. It's not like she did it in front of him. She thought he wasn't there. She was just checking her phone. And the date's over now. She can move on.
I mean, this.
If a guy did this, would we judge him? Would we call him a whore?
Yes.
No,
I
not
would.
really.
I would.
You will. Some people would.
I would definitely. I would say that I don't. That's unwanted behavior on both fronts.
But the date's over. All right, you drank, you did it, you cleaned up, and now you move on. Unless you wanted to have some sort of magical relationship with this person, and I don't know. Obviously, she didn't. She had things to get to, and one of them was her job, and maybe another plenty of fish.
And probably had to sober up a little bit before going to work.
Another fish, little guppy.
Gosh, fish on. Man, the dating world.
Yeah, it's different now. See, now you've been out of it. It's
You've been out of it for any period of time, and you get thrust back into it, man. That must be quite the learning curve.
We got a gal here that wants to say something. Go ahead.
What in the world? I mean, hello, you're on plentyoffish.com. He's not, like, putting a little raincoat over Captain or what?
Oh, I'm hoping that he is. And you know what?
He carries baby wipes. That's all you need, guys. He was a paratrooper.
Yeah.
He did say that he found a long-term...
Dingleberries.
He found a long-term girlfriend after Plenty of Fish in that encounter, so chances are he was using a raincoat. I would hope.
Oh, my God. That's ridiculous. I mean, the chick sounds like she really does get around. And nobody
what do you
practices
mean?
safe sex.
The 12 to 3 o'clock date, get drunk and then have sex and then have time to check
Go to
Plenty of
work.
Fish before going to work?
Yeah, that's a hell of a day.
About an afternoon delight.
That is an efficient use of 3 hours.
Yeah, she's getting a lot more in her day than I am. I'll guarantee you that.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.